Hey Girl Squad, are you ready for your first challenge? I'm ready for this challenge and it's going to be a great challenge. So you guys need to have this to me by Monday. So whether that's just you take a picture of the things that you had to print off. So your first challenge, you guys, is to figure out your carb cycling macros and to figure out your nutrition plan. So how the heck do you do that? You are going to go to my website and you're going to go under macros, carb cycling macros, and then it's going to ask you to enter in all your information just regarding your body. It'll ask you a whole series of questions, whether you want to just do moderate fat loss, just normal fat loss, whether you want to do moderate fat loss or extreme fat loss, whether you're sensitive to carbs, you're going to enter all that in. Then from that, it's going to give you a number. It's going to give you a 7-day plan. And your carb cycling is going to be based on whatever you put for your goals. If you're how many times a week you worked out, your carb cycling is going to be based on that. So it's going to give you something that looks like this from Saturday to Friday. Saturday all the way to Friday, or whatever day you do it on. So 7 days, and each of the days will say whether you're high carb, low carb, or medium carb. It fluctuates. Then you are going to take, let's just keep it simple and say you have a high and a low carb day. So you're going to take your high carb day and you're going to divide your protein by how many meals you eat in a day, your fats by how many meals you eat in a day, and your carbs by how many meals you eat in a day. Then from there, and you'll do that for your low carb day as well, and if you have a medium, do it for your medium. Then from there, you guys are going to go to myfitnesspal.com. You can do it on your phone. I love the computer. It's just quicker to type. That's what I did this time. You don't need to pay for the upgrade to do this, you guys, either. So, and you don't really need to go and put in your macros, because it's going to give you a calculation at the bottom of what it's adding up to. And all you have to do is make sure it adds up to what you have divided all your meals by. So you're going to add your breakfast. So whatever you want to eat for your breakfast, you pick a protein, you pick a carb, and you pick a fat. If it's minimal fat, then don't have fat at your breakfast or whatever. You'll be able to balance it out. So you're going to pick your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, and then your snacks, what you want. And you're going to type that all in for your high carb day. And you want to get it as close to the number. It may not be perfect, so don't get stressed if you're like, oh, it's a little bit over here and a little bit under there. That is okay. If it's off by like 2 or 3 grams, sometimes you cannot get it, or it may be over. You cannot get it perfect. So don't stress about that. It's just about having a system to follow. So after you do that, you're going to go to print. You're going to print that out and then, or snapshot a picture of it. Then you're going to go back in it. And so do your high carb day first, because you can take away things easier than you can add things. So then for your low carb day, you're just going to slowly take away certain carbs from certain meals or certain snacks until you hit at the bottom. I know this is showing backwards, but it'll tell you at the bottom, it'll slowly start taking things away. So you just need to take things away until it hits whatever macros you're supposed to be for that low carb day or that medium carb day. Then you're going to print that one. And if you have a medium carb day, or a low carb day, then you're going to do it for the low carb day as well. Print or snapshot that one. Then you guys have just made yourself a meal plan and food that you will actually eat. And this is another thing. It's just a guideline, you guys. It's just a guideline. Like I do mine. I've got all my meals. They're the same almost every day. But sometimes, hey, I swap things out and I just make sure that it's around the same thing. But when I have this, it makes me accountable and it makes me go, okay, I'm tired today. Okay, what do I need on my high carb day to make sure I'm hitting those macros? Because your body really needs those high and low days. You don't do the same thing every day. If you really want to rev up some fat burning and start seeing muscle and have energy, this is the way to do it. Your nutrition, you guys, you cannot out-train a bad diet. I've tried, trust me, I've tried. I tried to out-train night eating and it never works. So I have to be super strict with myself sometimes. That being said, on your high carb days, those really high carb days, you can choose one of those high carb days to be a reset day. So to have something you really enjoy. And I'll kind of go over in another video on tips and tricks about your reset day and what snacks and treats that you can have. So that explains your guys' first challenge. So go and do that. If you have any more questions, just ask me. You're gonna have to post this Monday morning in the group. I'm gonna do a post in the group. It's gonna say Monday, it's gonna say nutrition challenge. And so in that post underneath, you guys are gonna put it in the little news feed. So it's all in one post so I can see all yours. So it's not constantly changing. The news feed is going running through the news feed. We'll just keep it in this one post, if that makes sense. All right, guys, that is it. I'm so excited to hear what you guys come up with and see what you guys found out about your own bodies. And again, don't get stuck that, like, if you try this and let's say it's not working, don't get stuck in the mindset. Go and switch. Maybe you don't want to do extreme fat loss. Maybe you're just mentally not ready, or maybe you want to do extreme and it's just feeling like too much carbs, or maybe you realize you're not as active as you thought you were, or you're more active than you thought you were. Those things are gonna need to tweak, and it just comes to you being intuitive to your own body and what your body's telling you. All right, Girl Squad, I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited to hear what you guys have, and good luck. Bye.